everybody, today we're going to be making sauerkraut. So sauerkraut is really good for you, and it's also a great way to preserve your green cabbage. So it tastes a little tangy, and we like to eat it with our eggs and our brats. Welcome back to our channel. If you are new here, my name is Davian. Here at Corn Family Farm, we are all about self-sufficiency and preservation. We are a Christian family of 9, farming since 2019. So let's dive right into it. First of all, you're going to want to wash your cabbage. We do not have this on video for us because right when we grabbed it out of the garden, we washed it right away just to make sure all the dirt and grime was off of it. But you're going to want to wash that cabbage really well, and then you're going to want to peel the first 2 layers of your cabbage off. You don't want any of the grime that's on those first 2 layers, and also if you're getting like chemical-free cabbage right from your garden like us, there might be grubs in those first 2 layers. So you want to get that all out of there because you do not want that in your kraut. After that, you're going to want to cut your cabbage. So how you do this is you're going to want nice thin strips, and you want them to be about roughly 4 inches long. You're going to cut all your cabbage up and get it into a large container where you're going to be mashing it. Okay, once you've done that, you're going to want to add your salt. So for every 2 pounds of cabbage, we want to add 1 tablespoon of salt. Because we are processing 36 pounds of cabbage today, that means that we're going to be putting about 18 tablespoons of salt into this. We are using iodized sea salt. After that, you're then going to work on squeezing the salted cabbage. So you're going to squeeze it with your hands. You can also pound it with a blunt tool, and this is going to bruise the cabbage, breaking down cell walls and enabling it to release its juices. And then you're going to squeeze until you've got a bunch of juice coming out of this, because at the very last step, when we put the sauerkraut into the crock, we want it to be submerged in its juice. So you're going to want a lot of juice. So this can take a decent amount of time, so that's why normally we'll trade off, my siblings and I, to be able to squeeze the cabbage. After you've squeezed it a bunch and you've got a bunch of juice there, what you're going to do is you're going to pack the salted and squeezed cabbage into your jars or your crock. So we are using a crock because of the size of cabbage that we have. We've got a lot of cabbage. So we're going to take all of our cabbage, we're going to put it in the crock, and then we're going to use 2 weights that we have to weigh down the cabbage. That way none of the cabbage is floating to the surface and it's covered in its juice. Because whatever cabbage is not submerged in the juice is going to mold, so you do not want that. Alright, after that, you're going to wait. So you're going to want to loosen the top of your crock or jars to relieve pressure each day for the first few days. So taste after a few days and then a few days later, and keep doing that until you find the taste that you would like. After this, you can either can it, you can freeze it, or we like to freeze dry our sauerkraut to be able to use when we want to. One note here, so if you do end up having any surface growth, so like mold on the top of your jar or crock, that does not mean that all of your sauerkraut is ruined. Just take the mold out and any of the sauerkraut that it came in contact with, and the rest will be fine. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like it and subscribe. If you have any questions, feel free to let us know in the comments below, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.